Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. So at this point, I feel like this channel is less about trying to advocate for right to repair, less about trying to advocate that repair be an option into the future, and more just me eulogizing a past that we once enjoyed where you got to fix the devices that you own or choose who fixes the devices that you own. And at this point, this is just another one biting the dust. So there's a company called Dyson that makes $500 vacuum cleaners. I have one, but only because it was given to me for free by Sunny, and based on its performance, I think it's worth what I paid for it. But in all jokes aside, it says here on Dyson.com, your Dyson experience is our priority. From purchase through the lifespan of your Dyson technology, we're here to support you. Should your machine ever need repair, we invite you to explore our care options. Visit a Dyson service center. Get in-person customer assistance with your Dyson technology. View locations. Online troubleshooting. Troubleshoot issues and find help to get the most out of your machine with our online step-by-step tool. Visit support. Contact Dyson. Speak directly with a Dyson expert to get assistance with your machine via online chat, phone, or WhatsApp. Contact us. And then we get to the point that's actually the real news here. After a recent review of our current repair options, we have made the difficult decision to end our relationship with third-party service centers. We are committed to ensuring that our services and repairs meet Dyson's high-quality standards for our owners. Should you need support, we encourage you to choose from one of the above options. So Dyson is a vacuum cleaner company that makes a popular line of vacuum cleaners, and they are completely cutting any work with their third-party repair centers. Yet another company to choose, well, you can either have it fixed through us or F you. Sad, but, well, what are you going to do? And I like the part where they pretend that, your Dyson experience is our priority. That's why they're making it more difficult to fix their devices. I don't know what to say. It's just another company that has chosen to make it more difficult to repair the devices that you own, and that has sought to limit your choices when it comes to who it is can repair what you own. Rather than having a number of different choices, now you have one choice. Them. I don't think this is a step in the right direction. I don't think this demonstrates that your experience is their priority, and I don't think that it means that they are here to support you. I think it is you're there to support their bottom line. And if you're not there to support their bottom line, if you're not there to pay for entire assemblies when only individual parts need fixing, if you are not there to pay close to the entire cost of a replacement vacuum to fix your existing vacuum, they don't care. And the truth is that people are going to buy it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You sound a little black-pilled there, but it is what it is. Some interesting stories that I have received from some of the viewers of this channel that have emailed in about Dyson. Dear Lewis, recently I've come across a Dyson cordless vacuum cleaner that developed a battery fault as indicated by a status LED on the battery. I went into disassembling the battery pack and ordered the correct high-drain 18650 lithium-ion cells for it and swapped them out. However, the battery pack was still displaying the same red LED flashing replace battery fault. To my mistake, I did not check if this battery can be repaired easily. It turns out that Dyson, instead of using an off-the-shelf BMS chip, put in a PIC MCU and stores this fault code in the EEPROM, rendering my repair attempt useless. Essentially, they paid extra to develop a full battery controller firmware in order to prevent you from simply reselling their battery pack and calling it a day when the battery dies. Fortunately, this particular model has no read protection enabled for the EEPROM, so by modifying the correct data, the battery can be revived. Thanks, EEV blog people, and thank you to Dave Jones for the EEV blog forum and the community that he has cultivated for making that possible. Back to this. This, however, requires programming hardware, which I'm in the process of borrowing. I'm just wondering whether subsequent versions of Dyson battery packs employ EEPROM protection to make spent packs a complete e-waste, thus making you buy their replacement packs at extra cost. Or as my friend said, since you bought a monkey, you should be able to afford bananas, which is his way of making fun of Dyson and him for purchasing a Dyson. Another one says, hi, first dude, love your work. Please fight for us, the customers. Here is my issue you need to talk about in your videos. I bought a Dyson V11 3 years ago because everybody here has one, so my wife need one too. 700 euros, and this looks like a fairly expensive vacuum cleaner over here. The Dyson V11 cordless vacuum cleaner, $629 when it was being sold in the United States. This is a very fairly common Dyson vacuum, $629 for a vacuum cleaner. So one day the trigger broke, the thing that you have to push all the time because you can't switch it on because there is no switch. You have to hold this trigger all the time. Let's see if I can find an easy picture of this little trigger over here. All right, so this thing over here is what you are grabbing, and there is a little plastic trigger piece over there that you have to hit. And as many people who have owned Dysons that have died know, this thing is not exactly the most durable. And he had a problem where the trigger broke, the thing you have to push all the time. Now I wrote to Dyson and they want 85 euros for repair because they changed the whole motor unit with the trigger. The trigger is so thin in a piece of plastic with no value. It's planned obsolescence. I printed the trigger with my 3D printer and repaired it. It's hard to reach and replace the trigger. It took me nearly 1 hour to disassemble it, but thanks to YouTube, there's a video. The world, or at least your community, should know this, and don't buy this crappy piece of plastic. Here is the greenwashing page. They did so much for the climate. Sorry for my bad English. I hope you understand everything, and I don't think his English is that bad at all. I understand it very well, and this is the greenwashing page where they're talking about Dyson sustainability. And yes, one can say that 85 euros is not a lot of money, and honestly, I don't think 85 euros is a lot of money for an hour of parts and labor and time to get to that trigger. I think what really has to be asked is, why is it that it takes an hour of parts and labor to get to a part that you know is going to be the first thing to break in this vacuum, because that is the one product that the consumer is constantly interfacing with. And if that is the part that the consumer is constantly interfacing with, why are you making it cheap? But above all, if the consumer is interfacing with this on a regular basis, why are you then saying that third parties are not going to have a relationship with you to work on, get parts to your products, schematics to your products, or anything else so that they can repair these items that you don't wish to fix? It's totally fine if you wish to have a pain in the ass battery management system that makes it more difficult for consumers to replace their battery. If you want to have a pain in the ass trigger system, why don't you actually have a relationship with the people that are trying to solve these problems for your consumers so that they don't have to go to you? I'm going to take the wild guess so that they can go to you and buy another $629 vacuum. But what do I know? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Does this make you more likely to purchase a Dyson product, or does it make you less likely to spend $630 on a vacuum cleaner, knowing that you now have less repair options for that particular vacuum cleaner? I'm very curious. Inquiring minds would like to know. That's it for today, and as always, hope we learned something.